Oh, agents, good to see you. Sorry, let me go back again. Hello there, Site-42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP community. As always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, and welcome to another anomalous broadcast from Site-42, this time a field mission from Site-42. Or a field mission with Dr. Sherman, because I'm not in Site-42, I am in the field. Sorry, I'm just getting my bearings. It's been a bit of a day. Oh my word. As you all know, and I don't need to remind you, although I will, I, Dr. Sherman, am here as always, during any modicum of free time, no matter how chaotic it might be, to educate, illuminate, elucidate all of you SCP Foundation staff members to the ins and outs of working at the Foundation, whether it's details on the anomalies we contain, the staff who do the containing, the groups of interest who hate that we do the containing, or usually there's a lot of hypotheticals about anomalies that are not in Foundation containment, but could be things from other universes, pataphysical levels, or fandoms. So, as always, I'm here. The desk is here to moderate. Now, of course, you're all wondering where I am. As I said, I'm traveling, and right now, I am back into the safe house from yesterday, just as a primer, and just so you can see what's going on in the description of this chat. 1048-ZETA got away. It is currently loose in Atlanta. I don't want to tell you what happened to the Serpent's Hand agent I was working with. Suffice it to say, he did not do a good enough job holding the dumpster lid closed. And now that thing is loose. So listen, I am in a safe house now because I need to sleep. I've been searching all day. But if you are in the greater Atlanta area, agents, you need to be on the lookout for a living teddy bear made out of an inside-out possum. And its little baby possums are riding its back. Ugh. It turned that Serpent's Hand member into... No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just, if you're anywhere near the Atlanta metro area, keep an eye out, and I am giving the order, take this thing down. I do not want this thing coming back alive. We contain anomalies, but we know what 1048 does. If you find the real 1048, put it in a box. But if you find 1048-ZETA... Oh. Okay. Just keep an eye out if you're in that general area. Otherwise, as always, staff, because I'm in the field, desk is going to remind me to check donations that are less than $1 or less than $5, because if it's less than $5, it doesn't show up on my screen. This is a field mission. It is short, but right now I've got to check because I saw a couple donations come in. Clover on Pause, thank you for being a Site-42 member for 2 months. And hello to you too. Stay safe out there. Tundra Sherwood, Junior Researcher, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a rice ball on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, I am trapped in my multiversal cube. You can have your rice ball when you get out. Slendymon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a nice pot roast on your way past the commissary. Well, shit, here we go again. You're damn right, Oh, okay. I heard something. I was very scared, but it is not 1048-ZETA. It is, in fact, just the safe house's cat. And so we don't have to worry. I am safe. We don't have to worry. I'm good. scared the bejesus out of me. You should have seen its eyes. And its mouth, they're all inside out. It's... Okay. Okay. We have some time. We're okay. 1048-Zeta. Yes, Norma, 1048-Zeta. Look at the description of the stream. It tells you right there. If you're unfamiliar with SCP-1048 in general, it is the codename Builder Bear. It is a living teddy bear that we used to let walk around the site because it was bloody adorable, okay? It's just a cute little living teddy bear. It's good for morale. There's nothing going on wrong there. But then, we found a second bear, and that bear was made of ears. Now, mysteriously, somewhere during the earlier part of the day, a researcher had their ear removed somehow, unnecessarily and unexpectedly. That's strange. And when our security forces, on-site security force, not mobile, when our on-site security forces tried to capture 1048-B, it made a high-pitched squeal that made ears pop up over every inch of your skin, including inside your esophagus and lungs. And those people suffocated to death. After that, we found a third bear that was made out of a stolen fetus. Now, one of our researchers, who happened to be pregnant, was unexpectedly and unnecessarily no longer pregnant that day. And that is what Bear 3 was made out of. We haven't found Bear C. But finally, there was 1048-D, which was the very sharp metal bear, which ended up just tearing through security forces' knees and shins. We need to contain these bears, mainly the first one. I am happy to let the other ones die. Decommission them on site if you can, and especially this inside-out possum bear thing. It looks like you got a bit of a sunburn. No, Punky Spunky, this is because I've been running all day. I've been running outside. Maybe I have a sunburn. But remember, I have Irish skin tone. And when I get excited, or angry, or scared, or all of the above, I turn red as a tomato. So it might just be the blood rushing to my face because there is a possum bear loose in Atlanta. The fuck is Zeta made out of? Norma, it's made out of a possum and its possum babies. They are all inside out. The mouth is inside out, the eyes are inside. It's very bad. And they are riding the mother's back, like they would in the pouch, but the pouch is on the inside and they are on the outside. It's bad. It's certainly not good. Sheeny, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a cold one on your way past the commissary. We all need a drink tonight. I have the same weird feeling about Builder Bear as you do about that thing. Yes, okay. Honestly, I think that thing is a lot worse than Builder Bear, but only by like this much, actually. Not a lot, just a little. Honestly, burn them all, I would say, if I did not have to secure, contain, and protect. Sometimes, does the Global Coalition sound like a good plan? No, I'm not allowed to say that. I disagree completely. Wink. Jalix, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a big, juicy cheeseburger on your way past the commissary. Impossible and vegan cheese if you are vegetarian or vegan. Dr. Jalix Fonten here. Here's a little tip. Should help fund the search or your therapy. Well, thank you for your generosity. I will be seeing medical when I get back to site. It was the little possum heads coming out of the Serpent Hands agent's skin. Okay, I'm fine. Kyla, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a slice of cheesecake on your way past the commissary. So, woke up with a random scratch on my forehead. Well, no one was taking samples for scientific purposes, so just get that out of your head. No one was taking samples. We were just... never mind. Slendy Mon, Thank you for donating again. Load shotgun with Doom Guy intent. Please. Especially 1048-Zeta. Ugh. Okay. Ask me about something that's not 1048-Zeta, please. I need to get my mind off this for a second. Have you read Asset Florida Gray? Torprox, I am not familiar with Asset Florida Gray. I'm aware of Asset Florida Orange, which is when we took SCP-999 and shoved it into a giant blender, and we pipe candy in to keep feeding it so it regenerates, but then we keep shoving it further into the blender and using that as an antidepressant for Foundation staff. It was quite good for morale in that universe. I don't like that idea for us personally, but it seemed like it worked pretty well. Cooper Corp, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some falafel on your way past the commissary. Good news, we got 035 off of Abel. Thank you. But we kind of don't have a security department here anymore. Guess why? Well, I'm sure it was a knockdown, drag-out brawl. We can find more recruits. Just get that thing back in its box. You're saying that Asset Florida Gray is interesting. I can take a quick peek at it. Obviously, all I've got is my data pad here in the field, so things are a bit slow going at looking at the database. Asset Florida Gray SCP. All right, pulling it up. Oh, very bright. All right, supply chain issues. Oh, all right, this is a sequel to Florida Orange. Great. I'm sure that is not going to bite me in the emotions anywhere. Since we're running out of shipments of Florida Orange, first I was concerned we would see a return to previous levels of employee dissatisfaction. While we haven't seen a noticeable downturn, there have been numerous complaints regarding running out of Florida Orange, including multiple physical outbursts. So people get addicted to drinking the 999 fluid, and they end up causing riots. That's not entirely a unsurprising situation there. Would you like the reason behind the issue, or would you like me to find a solution? The solution, the less I know, the better. Oh, there's a bunch of Asset Floridas, huh? There's a whole series about this. All right, so SCP-999 is completely neutralized because we've run out. That's not a good thing. Placing Asset Florida Orange, Asset Florida Gray is permanently sustainable. It's an even bigger hit. Everyone's very happy with it. What is it? This doesn't say what it is. Carbonation was delightfully unexpected. What is it? Oh, here we are. So we're just using more SCP-999. That's why SCP-999 is gone, because we used it all to make this Asset Florida Gray. It's wastewater from Site-19. Recycled the SCP-999. Oh no. So because we ran out of Asset Florida Orange, we processed the wastewater to retrieve it, and that caused... All right, well, I'm horrified. Thank you for that. Site-19 needs to get it together, Jiminy sakes. We're not bringing this to Site-42. I don't care how much you ask. Danger Nugget. It is not pajama day at the facility. I am wearing, in fact, a normal t-shirt. I was in the field. I have to be incognito. And it's very hot in the south. All right, I saw some donations came in while I did that. Let me check that real quick. Sheeny, thank you for donating again. Passes you a mug of sucre spiked with high-proof rum because it seems very needed. Thank you. Yes, yes. The higher the better at this point. The sucre will cover the taste. What we need is the softening of the emotional outliers. Mobile Task Force Captain Aether, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself the biggest shot of whatever you want at the commissary. We're all emotionally damaged at this point. Breathe, Dr. Sherman. Okay. My team and I will be deploying along with Kane at this time to find and neutralize 1048-ZETA. Also, go get yourself some ice cream when you get back on site, sir. All right. Roger that, Captain. Let me know how it goes. Slendy, thank you for donating again. Free your mind. That's what the rum is for. Cooper, thank you for donating again. It's back in its box now, so what about Hyper Orb in the light containment zone entrance? It's annoying and killing anything near it. Well, evacuate the zone for now, and we will... If we have to turn that zone into a crypt for it, it seems better than losing a bunch of personnel unnecessarily. We can build a new wing. Site therapist about to be working that overtime. Yes, Sheeny, I will put it into their budget. In the Infinite IKEA, do the meatballs stay fresh? Intern Blue Fire. In the Infinite IKEA SCP-3008, in case you're unfamiliar, the meatballs are replaced by a means that we don't quite understand at this time. We just know that the meatballs come back. And so when the meatballs are eaten, they return. Now, I guess if you left the meatballs, they would go. But at this time, when survivors are able to claim meatballs, the meatballs are replenished on a schedule. Puppet Boy, but do the meatballs rot? That is not listed in the SCP-3008 documentation, so I'm not exactly certain. But my guess is if they reached a point of rot, the store would replace them itself. Otherwise, all the meatballs that we're able to know are there are because survivors have taken notes about it. And so when they eat the meatballs are replaced. Rotting meatballs, maybe there's a commissary in the IKEA that people haven't found yet. We would have to do more research. I've always theorized that the meatballs are made from people who don't survive the night, Zerdrin. I devastatingly hope you are incorrect, because they're very tasty. And if I found out I've engaged in cannibalism, even accidentally, I'm going to be more upset than I already am at this point, which is quite. Site director, what is your location? Intern Chediver, I'm in a safe house right now. I am trying to calm down and turn down for the night and continue the search for 1048-ZETA tomorrow, if Captain Hikari does not manage to locate and decommission it by the morning. Otherwise, I'm back on my feet pounding the pavement. So, fingers crossed. Did 729... 9-J find you like it said it would yesterday? Intern fan. Thankfully, no. Because not many things could make my day worse right now, but that's one of them. I get distracted for 1 minute and I come back to human Swedish meatballs. Amber, thank you for being a member first and foremost. Good to see you in the chat. And no one ate human meatballs, at least unless Zerdrin is right. And honestly, I trust Zerdrin as far as I can throw them because of all the chaos they cause at this site. So I'm just going to assume they're not human. I'm just going to assume they're not human. Is there an entity that causes mass delirium and or, quote, happiness? It could be interesting to research. I actually know the perfect anomaly to talk about on that front. It is... Give me one moment. SCP-1367, I believe. Let me confirm. 1367. Yes, it is called the Party Ball, is its code name. It is a helium balloon that floats through the air, seemingly on its own. It ignores the wind. And when it comes near a group of people, those people start hearing party noises as if there's a party going on nearby, and they start to also participate and create a party, which often devolves into debauchery and bacchanalia. So yes, SCP-1367 is that kind of anomaly. Tell me, submit your testing protocol and we'll take a look at it. Unfailing Eagle, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a slice of pizza on your way past the commissary. Don't worry, Dr. S-Man. The program shall deploy our most room temperature IQ cell to assist you in the Foundation. Thanks. I'd require an apology from you, Dr. Sherman, if your statement hadn't made me laugh, but you're right, I've been so well behaved these past few weeks, though, so... Zerdrin? We both know. We both know. You're fine for now. Slendy, thank you for donating again. Tactical nuke inbound. No, don't nuke Atlanta. We have other things to do there. We'll find the bear. We'll find the possum bear. It looks like you're at home. I am in a safe house, but it is a home that we rent for situations such as this. You do not want to let... you don't want to make a big scene in the middle of a crowded urban area, if you can help it. Can I give it to Dr. Wondertainment? That can get rid of it or something, or mass produce it and give it you guys a major headache, or I can send it to the factory or something if I find it first. Intern, silly boy. You already answered your own question with, you know what it would do if Dr. Wondertainment got a hold of that. So, no. Obviously not. I'm going to send you back to the Cadet Academy and if you keep coming up with such horrible hypotheticals that speak poorly of your intelligence. Dr. Sherman, I have a question for you. What is your favorite ice cream, please? This is a obscure catch. Back in my college days, I used to work on the on-site Ben and Jerry's, and they had a flavor called Dublin Mudslide, but I believe it's been discontinued. But it's an Irish cream flavored ice cream with chocolate and all that. It was very good. What about entities that have anything to do with flowers? I love botany and such, so it would be interesting to draw and research. The science piques my interest. Pocket of Posies, a very apt name for that question. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the tags, which if the start of any SCP document, if you go to the bottom, you'll see the tags, which tell you which SCP, which categories apply to that SCP. And I'm in the tag cloud right now. I don't know if there is a cloud for flowers specifically. No, there is not a tag for flowers, but I will check SCP-001 Lily's proposal, because that one has a lot of flowers. And if there is any tag that would help us with that, that would be the article to tell us. And by the way, as a time check, we are 5 minutes from end of stream. 5 minutes from end of stream. Again, this is short. I've got to get back. I've got to get to bed. I've got an early morning of trying to hunt down this bear in case Captain Hikari doesn't recover it. All right, so proposal, anomalous event, esoteric, phenomenon, bittersweet, predictive. Nothing about plants. That's unfortunate. Let me hop back in there. Maybe there's botany or body horror, bones, bovine, no botany. There's got to be plant. Parawatch, pattern screw, performance, phenomenon, physics, plant. Yes, for your question about floral anomalies, you're going to want to start going through the tags for plants. Apparently, there are something around 321 of them, so it's going to take you some time, but that's the best I can do to help you out on the database. You could also just Google SCP flower. That will help you do it out of character. I hate when regular Sherm does that. Leaves a ringing in my ears. Starbricks, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a Chicago-style hot dog on your way past the commissary. Found an anonymous mirror in the bathroom. What do I do? Did you mean anomalous? Or did you mean anonymous? As in a mirror that belongs to no one or has no identity that you can tell. Because a mysterious mirror with no identity does sound also anomalous at the same time. It is anonymous and anomalous. Ooh, is it a mirror that's related to the hacker group Anonymous? Do they have some sort of mirror they can put in people's places to get their passwords? There's a lot of this going on. You've got me very interested. I want more information. But in the meantime, Slendy, thank you for donating again. No kaboom. I expected a kaboom. Where's the kaboom? No kaboom. Sounds like autocorrect be hitting. Yes, I am certain it is. I'm just having a good time because, I mean, we got the shark punching center due to typos. So to any time someone gives me a typo, I will take the opportunity for comedy. Especially because phones and YouTube specifically are so bad at letting you type. YouTube really needs to fix their keyboards. Okay, Starbricks, yes, you did mean anomaly, so, well, if it's not doing anything, just leave it there and call security. They'll handle it for you. All right, let me make sure I've got everything covered here. Clear. You reckon the infinite IKEA is just a Daedric plane of oblivion? They're not usually that technologically advanced, so I'm going to say not likely. Prince Relsay here. What does this foundation do? Help with a giant fountain of darkness. Make sure no one goes in. Lock it off. Send in security teams to see what the hell's going on in there. Clearly. Have you read our exploration logs? All right. I have to sign off. It is, again, short streams for the field mission. Make sure you're checking in and hitting the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live these days. It is hard to keep up with, so make sure you're paying attention. You never know when it's going to be. But on that same note, I hope, as always, at the end of stream, I tell you my favorite SCPs. Not the SCPs I wrote. That would be cheating. Go to my author page. Go check out those SCPs because they're fun. At least I think so. I'm pretty fond of them anyways. And while you're there, you can hit our donations. You can become a patron or a channel member if you want to help us monthly. You could do a YouTube super chat or a Ko-Fi donation if you want to donate one at a time. And even if you are broke gang, it does not matter because as long as you are here in the YouTube chat, chatting in the stream, hitting like, sharing, subscribing, all that YouTube business, then you are helping us as a member of Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codename the Signal Boosters. And it's because of you guys that we here at Site42 can boost SCP Wiki, its authors, its artists, its film devs, its game makers. That way we can have bigger and better SCP projects. Amazon and Netflix will never touch it because they don't want to mess with the Creative Commons. So we have to do it ourselves. And you're helping me to do that. So I salute you, Mobile Task Force Site42. Dark Duality, thank you for your first donation to today's stream right at the last minute. Do you know Mobile Task Force Team Sigma 66? I am unfamiliar completely. I will Google it real quick while I tell you my favorite SCPs in no particular order. Because as always, they are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5320, SCP-5175, with a huge trigger warning, SCP-8980. It's a rough read, really good, but a rough read. Speed round 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031-5175, 5320, 8980. Trigger warning on the last one. Mobile Task Force Sigma 66, codename 16 Tons. Is that who you're talking about, Dark Duality? Desk, you don't need to send me a list of my own favorite SCPs. I am just trying to juggle everything at once, which I am doing amazingly. No one noticed that I was going a bit slowly there because I did a good job. Dark Duality, I've heard of 16 Tons before, but I have not done research into them in a way where I know their works specifically. And in fact, I don't know what they do, although I guess they would have to do with mining. Mobile Task Force Sigma 66 is formed of captured member from other GOI. Despite the lack of loyalty from Foundation, the Foundation expects from the assembled team, they find the members' expertise of value. Okay, Dark Duality, actually that's a pretty interesting concept. They're kind of like our Suicide Squad, you might say. Do we put bomb collars around their necks? I love that for us. Okay, you've got my interest. I'm going to look into 16 Tons, maybe before bed. Edward, thank you for being a member. I know you notice everything except for the things you definitely do not see. You definitely do not. And so, everyone, thank you so much for coming to our short stream. Keep that bell on because you never know when it's going to be. If you're going to be in Florida, 5 days from now, Tampa, Florida, come to MetroCon, in-person event. Friday the 25th of July, 12 noon at MetroCon. I will be holding a panel, free SCP merch for everyone who comes. I got a whole box of it. Alex Hernandez, welcome to Site42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Congratulations, Site42 staff. You did get the like buttons a little higher than the viewers, although then the viewers jumped up. But I'm giving you credit. You did do it, Site42. I respect your moxie. I hope you had fun, guys. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream. On the Florida Keys, there's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Way down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego. Baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Way down in Kokomo. Michael Harrington, you do not know the bodies in the sand. Excellent final reference. Claps for Michael Harrington. See y'all in the next stream.